What's up, everybody? Welcome into another Docs Daily episode, Saturday edition. Saturday, we're here every Saturday, 11 a.m., Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock. What? Huh?
It's not Wednesday? I'm here on Wednesday.
Not Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday. I told them yesterday. I was here yesterday all by my lonesome. Everybody abandoned me for golf barbecues. Golf
I was working. You could have texted me.
I had you coming on today. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to overuse my ace in the hole. You know what I mean? Play my cards too quickly. You know, I'm an old poker player. You know, I don't want to show my hand unless I have to. But I did tell everybody you were coming on today, and we talk a little USA soccer, USA Mexico soccer. I got a full card of baseball. Talk about. You guys got questions in the chat? Drop them in the chat. Love to hear about what you're on today. Side total, prop, or otherwise. Love to hear about it. You know, Ralph's got a prop for us somewhere along the line. And then, you know, I mean, I'm going to give you my free pick again for the day is obviously Tigers first five, Tigers full game, and Tiger run line. I don't know what you're doing, folks. You know, if only I had to bet the whatever. Anyways, I don't want to talk about my Tigers. We got some exciting news as well to drop on you guys. New show. I've been talking about it since we've been on Docs, or since I've been on Docs, about the show that, you know, different stuff coming down the pipe that we have coming. And this is finally one of them that's coming. Me and Raphael have been working on this for a long time here. And 7-Eleven debuts, right? That's
yep,
the
7-Eleven. Yep.
I remember that date because it's my dog's birthday. So
and you go get your free Slurpee at 7-Eleven and come on in.
Yeah. We'll be on at 6 o'clock Eastern. Should we just play him? We have an intro and everything.
Yeah, play it for him. You can play it twice. Why not?
I feel like I play as many times as I want.
Put it on loop.
Yeah. Oh, probably. You know what? Here's 28 minutes of a 10-second intro. That's so horrible. I'm just gonna play the loop. I'm just saying, I'm in my groove. So that's going to be a show with me and Raphael. Of course, we'll have some bigger names in on the industry, not just from Doc Sports, but in the industry as well. Raphael knows everybody. I mean, everyone. I mean, he won't tell you, but he knows everybody and then them and their aunt. Like, you know what I mean? He knows he's that guy. This show's going to be, how would you describe it? Because I try to tell it to like my wife, you know, because it's just like, you know, that's the first person that knew about this show was probably my wife. And I tried to explain it to her, but, you know, she tunes me out after like 30 seconds.
I mean, it's pretty easy. I mean, normally when you watch a sports gambling show, it's just pretty much all picks and, ooh, I'm the greatest, or I'm 119 and 118 in my last 300. It's stuff like that. But yeah. I want to bring a show into where not only do we talk about, let's say, games if someone wants to come in a chat and ask us a question or stuff like that, but I also want to talk and bring in comments and bring in subjects in the gaming industry. I mean, our perfect example for Friday's show, I'm sure we're probably going to tackle what's going on in the gaming industry heading into that weekend, not just break down a game, lean, free play. We're going to talk about topics and some serious topics and have some fun at the same time. We'll have some over-under games. We'll have some overrated, let's say, 4th of July foods or overrated bands in the night. We're going to have a lot of fun in the show, and we will have one Docs Sports prescription free play towards the end of the show. So you have to watch the whole show to get that Docs prescription free play, but we'll have
but it's a winner. You know, I feel like it's a winner because Doc gave it to you.
Yeah, so it's a prescription play. I mean, it's handwritten. It's like the old school pads that you get back in the day where drugs. So it's a prescription pad.
Get drugs.
Yeah, prescription pad free play. So it should be fun. I'm excited just because everyone's just so serious when it comes into our industry. Like, we start up all our shows like, oh, we have this banger, or we won last night, or we don't touch stuff like that. Where no
bad
one's
beat
just
this or bad beat that.
Yeah, no one's really like informative or having a good time when you're talking into our industry. I mean, just look at this weekend with the big, beautiful bill worth of shit. That's what I'm calling it. Everyone's breaking down and like crying and stuff like that. Well, maybe we'll talk about that on one of the shows and stuff like that. To be prepared, that's why I'll tell you right now, I don't understand why people post their plays online. I don't understand. I don't understand when people say, "Oh, I bet all my plays." I do. Why would you want to tell the IRS or the government what you do online?
Yeah.
And take pictures and going up to the counter showing stacks of cash on that. Don't forget, bettors. Every time you place a bet, win or lose, you're supposed to what? You're supposed to tell the IRS about that bet when you do your taxes. Just because you work, you don't get a W-2 because you work for a company. Anytime you place a wager or cash or play video poker or whatever, you're supposed to clear the winnings or losses to the government. So I just don't understand why people are like, oh, I just hit a jackpot. Take a picture of my check.
Yeah, right.
I don't understand it.
I don't know about. Yeah, I'm the guy that you'd never know if I hit the like Mega Million lottery.
Well, that's different.
You know, because I would just disappear. You'd be like, why is his cell phone off? Where is Lenny? Would just not show up the next day. He could be dead in a ditch. He could be going to run $100 million. You never know. I'm just saying. That whole topic makes me uncomfortable.
It should.
Like, as a bettor, as someone that does go down and has won jackpots, just video poker, in Vegas, anywhere or something like that. I always tell people, I don't, I mean, the joke is, here, I mean, listen, I know, I don't think the IRS watches this show yet, but like, you'd be at a bar and you'd win a couple grand on a video poker machine. And there's always somebody there willing to take the tax for, I'll give you $100 if you put your name on the tax form, and I'm like, I'll give you 200, man. I just, you win $5 grand, here's $2, or, $200 ain't nothing. And I don't want my name on that.
Yeah. So, I mean, people should be informed. I mean, people just think that, signing up to DraftKings or FanDuel. You don't think the government can call FanDuel and say, hey, you know what?
All of that.
This guy's been on social media giving us the middle finger because he doesn't win and stuff like that. Can you give me Joe Smith's account number and give me his betting history? You don't think they're going to do that?
Yeah, right. I just less, don't give them any more ammunition. Yeah. That's how I always feel about anything that way. But so that show is going to betting outside the box is going to be a little different. I mean, there will be talk about sports and free picks and stuff like that, but it's going to be geared towards why we're here, the industry we're in. You're trying to make money in this, whether it's for a little extra spending cash or as a second income, whatever you're trying to do with betting on sports, you should have as much information as possible to make the best decision as possible.
Money management is probably going to be one of the big topics.
We'll talk a lot about stuff like that. We'll talk about, Caitlin Clark being named the number 9th best player in the league. Like, I mean, stuff like that. We'll talk about the hot topics. What we're really going to talk about is what you want us to talk about. Yes. Our chat is going to be very interactive. And it's not going to be just like, what do you like in this game? Like, let's have opinions here, folks. Let's have opinions as well. It's back and forth. We will have social medias soon. And
they'll be open today.
They'll be open today. See, over the weekend, that's our goal. Is have them over the weekend up and running. So you'll be able to follow us on social media and drop in topics we want to talk about. Stuff happens in this industry all the time. And like, boom, we need to talk about it right away. So, so maybe some emergency press conferences if need. I almost had one yesterday. Because I just got access to Doc Sports TikTok, folks. If you don't follow Instagram and TikTok for Doc Sports, you need to start because Lenny has access. And I almost did one because we have a special. I didn't pay no house bills today. I got to pay some bills real quick. We got a special going on right now. Promo code is the 4TH25. 4th25 gets you 25% off any MLB package for a week or longer. So if you buy a week pass or longer, it's 25% off. That's good through the end of the weekend, through Sunday night. So I was going to do a TikTok for that real quick. And then my wife was hurrying me to this barbecue. By the way, you ever been to a 4th of July barbecue with no booze?
No booze?
No beer? No wine? No liquor?
Mormon barbecue, and is it
No,
big
it
in
was
Vegas?
not. It was not. It was. It was not. It was not. And so I brought, but and then
No
they laugh.
disrespect to the
Everywhere
LDS.
I go, I bring my own little cooler. I have my own little, boom behind me, and they're like, "What's in the cooler?" And I'm like, "Ice." you know, Yesterday
Wow.
I found these new twisted teas, these twisted iced teas. I know I'm late to the party, folks, but I don't know. I woke up wanting to drink an iced tea. It was hot. You might as well add a little liquor in there. It wasn't bad. I had a couple. So, well, how was your fourth?
Worked. I mean, it's, like I
I
said,
worked. Yeah, I was here.
I
Yeah,
would have jumped down with you
I know.
yesterday. I had a great eating prop bets for the hot dog eating contest that I did. Did I do for a couple books and stuff like that? So I was pretty much working pretty much all day until about like dinner time, and then watched a couple shows, did some work during the evening, and then so it was 4th of July. I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, I loved it. Fireworks, pool, stuff like that. But the older you get, I mean, I'm not the biggest drinker, so it's not like I'm
Right.
gonna go to a house and get plastered or stuff like that. So to me, it was just a normal. But the
And
fireworks show here lasted forever. I was watching the season finale, Reacher season 3, and I'm like,
yeah,
geez, hurry up, get over with fireworks. All right, 15 minutes.
yeah. There's a guy like across. It must be a street or two over to the right. Every year he's got really good stuff. The guy directly behind me decided, I don't know, he must have hit the lottery or a 5-spot in Keno and got all kinds of fireworks over here. And so they were having a little battle, which is whatever. And then we got home kind of early from this barbecue because there was nothing for Lenny to do there. So Lenny came home. We got home about 7, 8. We wanted to be home before dark. Our dogs don't like. Our oldest dog doesn't like fireworks.
Yeah.
She don't like them too much. But we watched the movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. We finally watched that. It was on our list forever. It was good, a little drawn out, but we didn't do any. Baseball. I watched baseball during the day, but I worked. And then it was very. We were in bed by 11, and
11, would you?
I know I felt old.
60?
I know I felt old. I'm just saying, but I was in bed by 11, and my teenage boys just all night were like, "Can we get on the roof? One-story house like we have?" And I'm like, "No, you're not getting on the roof. It's a little windy out. I'm going to bed. Stay off the grass. You know what I mean, kind of thing." The old man. But Midwest, I grew up the same thing. Midwest fireworks were different though. You'd go to like a lake. There'd be a towel down. You'd lay down. People drinking. You watch fireworks over the lake. Here, it's too hot. No, and you got to worry about starting a forest fire or something. You got to worry about with it so hot now. It's windy. It's real foggy out, like misty, because there's a California Mexican border fire. I don't know.
Yeah. Good morning, Tony. Tony's in the chat. Good morning,
Cobb, the GOAT. How we doing, Tony Cobbs? We've been Tony Cobb's been following for a long time. Talk to me about soccer. Speaking of California, Mexico border fire.
Well, yeah, there's a big game tomorrow, the Gold Cup final between Mexico and USA. Mexico opened up as a small favorite. I mean, their team is a little bit more experienced than our team, but our goalie Freeze has been outstanding the last couple of games. The total is 2.5. The juice is like -160. So there's a little bit no value in it. I could see a 1-1 draw in the 90th minute, and then they go to penalty kicks. I can see that happening. Probably not going to have much action myself on this game. It's just too tight of a game. I mean, and these two teams hate each other. Granted, these players haven't played the other team's players, but when you put that USA jersey, when you put that Mexico jersey on, you're supposed to hate each other. It's probably Packers, Bears times 100 of hatred come in here. I mean, we've all heard stories of USA go to Azteca one year and the fans threw water balloons at USA that were filled with pee. I mean, it's just a real hated. This I always tell people that all the Cubs, Cardinals, or Bears, Packers, and Yankees, Red Sox. No, USA Mexico is the most heated rivalry in all sports. I mean, because they hate each other. They tell you, they're throwing feces at you. They hate each other. So I would not be shocked if we see a tight game day. But a whole bunch of stuff today. We have trying to get my schedule out. We have two FIFA Cup games. Great glimpse today. Bayern Munich versus PSG is the first game today. I think it goes at 11, and then the evening game or 4 o'clock game, Dortmund and Real Madrid. So we have really good, fantastic games on that. And the Women's Euro Cup, France, England today at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that should be a really good game as well. And then you get some
whole slate of MLS stuff.
MLS too. As well. Now be careful when you bet MLS now, because don't forget, a lot of these teams have MLS players on them. You have the Gold Cup, you have the FIFA World Cup, you had all these. So some of these teams may be missing guys on that. So I don't really dive in that much into MLS, just because I don't know who's playing, who's not playing, who's sitting, who's not sitting, just because it's international soccer going on as well. So I usually will tackle MLS back next week, just because the Gold Cup will be over.
I forget about that. See,
so be very careful when you're playing MLS during international play.
That's fair. See, the layman guy like me who doesn't bet soccer that much or watch it or anything, I would have never thought of that. That's
why I'm here for you, Lenny.
That's what you are. Thank you. How are we feeling about the Cubs cards over today and runs scored today? I'm on your Cubbies today. Day game. Somebody told me day games at Wrigley I should bet.
The wind's blowing out. I mean, of course, that's why the total is that high. I don't think it's blowing as bad as it was yesterday, but we'll still see some runs in this one. Open up at 10.5, and that 10.5 was gone quickly. It moved to 11. It's even. If you're going to bet the Cubs total right now at 11, make sure you get plus money. I see some evens out there, some plus 103s. I would say that's the only way to go on that one. I wouldn't take 11 minus 3 nickels or something like that. I would make sure you get the plus money. But I think we should see a high scoring game, especially with the Cubs, with their pitcher probably not going to go far. He wasn't in the bullpen. I mean, the Cubs starting pitcher needs help. I mean, they lost another one yesterday, and Jameson Taillon is off for a month for the Cubs. So today's pretty much a bullpen day for them. So I would say probably runs.
I like that. I'm only on the Cubs, but I probably the better bet is the over. But yeah. Anthony says alt line strikeout parlay. Rendon 5Ks, Waka 3Ks. Corbin? Is it Patrick Corbin Day?
It's Patrick Corbin Day. It was a late start. The leader was supposed to pitch today.
Yeah.
Sometime this morning they named fade Patrick Corbin, who's a big fade. I mean, his last 5 starts, his ERA I think is over 5. So
yeah,
I mean, yes, he is a strikeout pitcher, but I kind of like San Diego line has been dropping. It was all the way up to minus 145. I don't know. I'm sure it's probably because fade Patrick Corbin Day, but wow, why is it minus 120 now? San Diego, extra inning win yesterday, still at home. Really weird.
Tony likes the Rays and the Cubs. Tampa's playing the Twins. Everybody knows how I feel about the Twins. They're mediocre at best. But I just pick on the Twins because they're in my division. Tampa Bay's better team. Nice price for them. I don't even see a pitcher listed for Minnesota.
Sands is on the mountain, right?
Oh, there we go. Refresh, Leonard. Refresh. Come on. I'll get it right one day, folks. I'll get it right. I promise. What else we got going on today? You got anything? You got a free play for us in baseball?
I'll actually throw 2. I like I like the A's tonight with Bummer on the mound. Granted, I'm laying minus 140. I would say hurry up and grab that one because some books are moving it down to minus 150. Maybe take the shot at the live bet if you don't want to lay that price. Dean Keemer is 0-9 straight up and 0-9 on the run line when he follows a quality start with 4 strikeouts or more. So I think he gets lit up today in this little league ballpark we call it the Sacramento A's where they play. So
right
at the A's, which our boy Craig did say many times that the A's were going to make the playoffs. I am still searching for that. He did say that.
He did say it. He did
deny it on Wednesday's show, but I am going to find it.
He said it. Yeah. I was on the A's yesterday, and they won. So they did win yesterday, didn't they? Yeah. I don't know. I'm all discombobulated. Yeah. I was also, which made me felt dirty. I said this on yesterday's show. I was on the White Sox yesterday against the Rockies, and it felt dirty just betting that game. I told people, don't bet it. There's just 2 really, really bad teams this year, struggling, going through it. I don't know how much anybody's playing for anything right now, and
they should play the regulation rule. Whoever loses this series
agree.
gets regulated to AAA. Granted, we all make most U.S. bettors make fun of sports or soccer because of the flops and don't understand it, and the 0-0s, which we had 0-0s in hockey or ties in hockey for so long, and we would still make fun of soccer on that. But I 110% agree with the regulation rule. It should be all sports, maybe not football, but I would say in every
football,
other,
because there's only 16 games, 17 games or whatever a year. There's not. It's a very small sample size.
The NBA, the G League champ should be
absolutely.
If you stink in the NBA,
that's how you save the NBA.
Yeah, that's how you can probably save these teams through tanking, like Colorado, but bringing up these horrible teams year after year. The White Sox year after year. Have a regulation.
Yep, I like it. Jack says Severiano is listed for the A's today. Am I? Hold on. What's today? Saturday. Everybody's all discombobulated today. I don't know why.
Yeah, Severiano's listed for the A's today.
Severiano and Webb for the Giants. My bad. There we go. I like the A's a little bit today though. I don't know. The Giants can't hit the ball all of a sudden. I'm also probably back.
I'm sorry. My play was the Braves against Baltimore, not the A's.
The Braves. Oh, okay.
Braves. I'm taking Bummer as the Braves. I apologize, Jack. I probably just totally confused you.
We're talking. You're talking about two different.
Yeah, I apologize, Jack, on that one. My free play is the Atlanta Braves, not the A's.
The Braves.
I apologize, Jack.
Yeah, Dean Kramer, whatever. Casey Mize gets the start for my Tigers today, and I'm on him first. I'm back to just like last year. I only bet the Tigers first 5 now because I can't trust their bullpen. It's weak. It's tired. It's depleted. It's injured. We need a second guy. Reese Olson is back now for my Tigers. He pitched a good game yesterday, but he was only gone for a little while. He had a boo-boo on his finger. He had a blister. Yeah. So he had a boo-boo. He had to get a Band-Aid, have his mama kiss it. No, make it better. Now he's back. Pitched a great game yesterday. I think he could be our number 2, but he's probably more number 3. I think we need a solid number 2, number 3 guy there. Unless Casey Mize pulls his head out of his you-know-what, which I don't know if he's going to get around to doing that. Today would be a good day for him. He gets a lot of run support on days he pitches, so –
it's going to be very interesting. I mean, you're playing Cleveland, which if they continue to drop and continue not to hit, they could be sellers, which most people had them winning the division on this one. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Cleveland does. There's a lot of teams that are playing this weekend, and if they falter this weekend, Texas Rangers, the Cleveland Indians, the Braves, which there are rumors out there saying Acuna could be on the market if they just really want to scrap and start over, go young or whatever. Because basically, Acuna's been injured 2 out of his last 3 years, and those knee injuries. It's not like he had,
Yeah, exactly. He didn't have a blister on his finger. He had surgery.
Yeah, so I would keep an eye out for some teams you might want to like fade or keep an eye out for possible trades because we're getting close to the trade deadline. We're July 5th.
Yeah, right around the corner. And some pitchers, like yesterday, you got to know when to fade certain one. Like Ohtani, you could bet his under outs because he's on a leash. He's not going to take it as long as they want. You know what I mean? You got to. Yeah. Yesterday, I was on Justin Verlander under 15 and a half outs or whatever it was. I was on under that, and that cashed for me nicely because he only went 9 outs. Short leash, not having a good year. He hasn't won a game. He's like 0-6 with a 5-year ERA or something like crazy. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think he wants to be in San Francisco or something. I don't know. Or he's just done. Kate Upton's waiting.
Probably a little bit of both. I mean, didn't he just have a kid too? If I'm not mistaken, I think they're their second kid, so maybe he's not getting that much sleep at home.
Maybe, yeah. Kershaw's a guy I'll fade next time out. He just had 3,000 strikeouts. He'll, you know what I mean? He's going to celebrate that for a minute, I feel like. So I'm on that. Jack says no worries, by the way. No worries. He'll let it slide. He even hit
Well,
the
one thing about Soriano, he's like 0-8 as a whole. I saw that I had it in my notes when I was handicapping today or late last night. He's when he's a home dog, he struggles. He's 0-8 since July last year as a home dog of even money or higher. So might want to fade Soriano.
right. Yeah, does Max Scherzer have anything left? I faded him today. I kind of I like Toronto, but I just took Scherzer under. I think whatever his pitching outs or whatever it's called on the prop. I'm gonna pull it up. I think.
Well, I'm still mad at the Blue Jays. I had them on a run line yesterday and they're up 3-0.
I know.
They win 4-3. So this is a family show, so I can't say what I really think of.
I'm on under 14.5 outs, plus 150.
Even though I think the Blue Jays win the division, it's going to be a Bo Bichette, which was rumored to be, if they struggle, he was going to be one of the ones that could be gone in a trade deadline, but really, really well. They're going to be buyers now.
They'll be buyers now. Yeah.
Now it's between, I think it's going to be between a 2-team race. Yeah, I don't think the Rays are going to be that big of a buyers. So it wouldn't shock me if it's going to be Yankees, Blue Jays battling for that division.
I agree. I think and to be honest with you, I think the Blue Jays had the better team, full lineup, top to bottom. I mean, the Yankees have some big bats, but I just think that the Blue Jays win that division.
Yeah, so do I. But, I mean, just the way they've been playing, and that's why I understand why you want to fade Mad Max. That's a huge number. Either fade him or just pass anyway. That's a really, really big number for. Maybe 5 years ago, I would bet Mad Max on a run line at that number. But
the good old days when it was the 1-2 punch was Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
And then David Price was the third guy.
Oh, yeah.
That rotation was nice.
Where's David Price at? What's he doing now?
Oh, God. He's got to be down in Guadalajara pitching somewhere where I don't know where. Somewhere like that. Seth says Tony Cubs. Cubs was my favorite play yesterday. Not sure about today, though. Cards might take this one. Don't say stuff like that. I'm on the Cubs today.
Well, I can understand they have a lefty going today, so that PCA, I mean, Carl Tucker, I mean, they're very heavy left-sided. Bush, there's no way Bush is going to hit 3 home runs a game. So I can see why getting plus 125, plus 130 on the Cardinals seems intriguing, but they haven't hit. I mean, they were scoreless in their last series, but they scored 3 runs with the wind blistering out, not just blowing out, blistering out yesterday. So, I mean, scoring only 3 runs is pretty weak.
That's fair. Yeah. It's like going to Colorado and winds blowing out and only hitting 1 run. That's the only thing I can think of that'd be worse. I mean, Wrigley Field, I don't know. But don't forget, we're going to bounce on out of here, though. But I want to remind everybody, new show coming out. Betting Outside the Box with me and Raphael. We've been working on this for a long time. It will be Mondays and Fridays, but with the debut show is 7-11, right?
Yep.
Which is that a Monday? No, that's a Friday.
Friday.
That is a Friday. 7-11 Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to play your little intro for the show. So as I find it, check this out. I see the groove to that. I think it might make top 10 on Apple iTunes like summer track of the year. Maybe. Could be. Don't know. We don't know. We're just gonna let it go. Betting Outside the Box though, 7-11 Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern. We'll be ready to roll. The idea of the show is like talk about the weekend, what's coming up, Monday recap, kind of stuff like that. Raphael always have some hidden gems for us somewhere along the line. I'm on the A's run line today. Ooh.
I can see that.
I could see that.
Don't bet it at DraftKings because they're the worst number right now. They're at the game is at minus 151. The run line is pretty. I mean, another thing we're going to stress on our show
shop your lines. Yeah,
shop your lines. Shop. But I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, my one state only has 1 book." Oh, there's other ways, people. Dude.
Stop.
The bosses may not like me saying that, but again, I'm for the people and not for the bosses. So there's other ways to get other lines if your state, whatever you're at, only has
Like, be
one.
smart about it. Yeah. Okay. Like, think about it, folks.
Now, if you're just doing it just to, you know what, I'm sitting on the couch, my kids are sleeping, the wife's upstairs watching HGTV, I'm just going to put $20. That's fine. Only have one book. But if you really want extra coin, extra bag, some stuff like that, you need multiple books.
And we will talk so much about that because I'm a big proponent of shop your lines. Anybody that's followed me for any amount, shop your lines, right? Get the best value you can. And like, to your point, this show will be for the people, by the people. You will dictate what we talk about mostly, whether it be through social media or in the chat. You want to talk about it, be about it. Put it in the chat. Hit the like button. Let's talk. Let's discuss like adults. I'm going to try anyway. But don't come at me with the Tigers Bowl stuff. Don't come at me with that crap. We'll talk to you guys. We'll be back Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern, Docs Daily. Don't forget about the promo code. If you're looking for baseball, 25% off any MLB package a week or longer when you use 4th25 promo code. Free $60 account is over at Docs. Try that out. If you're a new customer, docsports.com/free60. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Don't light off fireworks today. Don't be that guy. That's over. Wait till next year like an adult, or at least at night. Have a great day, and good luck, everyone, on your bets. Look at, see, that's why she's the GOAT. Good luck unless you're against us. Take care.